Welcome back, folks. Do you remember the 70s, when simplicity ruled and women embraced their natural looks? Back then, mood rings subtly whispered emotions, complementing the era's minimalistic charm, unlike today's loud declarations via smartphones. Different times, but the message remains. With this nostalgic backdrop, we're set to compare the graceful women of the 70s to today's empowered women, shall we? Rewind to the dazzling 1970s, a decade where fashion became the language of liberation and a canvas for societal shifts. Imagine stepping onto the streets with bell-bottom pants swaying, hip huggers clinching at the waist, and flared jeans making every stride an assertion of freedom. Women adorned themselves in maxi dresses that flowed as freely as the winds of change, embracing patterns that were as vibrant as the decade's revolutionary spirit. The era was a kaleidoscope of textures, with suede and velvet touching the skin like never before, a bold departure from the restrained styles that preceded it. The art of layering reached new heights, with turtlenecks peeking under square-necked jumpsuits in a dance of fabric and form. The peasant look, with its blouses adorned with puffed sleeves and square necklines, became a symbol of the era's thirst for authenticity and connection to the earth. Fast forward to today, and we see a diverse array of fashion choices reflecting our times. Modern women's fashion, while tipping its hat to vintage aesthetics, places a premium on sustainability and inclusivity. The fashion tapestry now weaves through casual to formal styles, championing body positivity and a conscious movement away from fast fashion, focusing on quality and sustainability. It's a testament to how far we've come in our expression through clothing, yet how we still draw on the past for inspiration. The 1970s unfurled a tapestry of iconic hairstyles that became emblematic of the era, capturing the spirit of freedom and the pursuit of authenticity that defined the decade. The Farrah Fawcett feathered look, with its cascading layers that framed the face with a soft, airy elegance, and the Dorothy Hamill wedge cut, characterized by its precision and ease, became not just styles, but cultural phenomena. These hairstyles weren't mere fashion statements. They were declarations of individuality, reflecting the decade's broader cultural values of authenticity and liberation. In contrast to the present day, where hair dyeing is a common practice embraced by many women seeking to express themselves through a spectrum of colors, the 1970s saw a majority of women showcasing their natural hair color. Dyeing hair was not as widespread or accepted, with the natural hair movement celebrating inherent beauty with minimal alteration. Moving to the present, and the landscape of hair color and styling has evolved dramatically. The array of colors women choose now extends from subtle, natural shades to bold, unconventional hues, reflecting a seismic shift towards personal expression and the dismantling of traditional beauty norms. This change is supported by advancements in hair care technology, making hair coloring safer and more accessible, and allowing for greater experimentation. Today's hairstyles, ranging from embracing natural textures to adventurous color experiments, reflect a rich diversity of personal choices. Turning our gaze to the face, the 1970s beauty ideal leaned heavily towards a natural look, a stark contrast to the heavier makeup of the previous decade. This decade, fueled by the winds of change from the women's liberation movement and a societal shift towards authenticity, saw women celebrating their inherent beauty. Shiny lip gloss offered a simple yet profound kiss of glamour, while minimal eye makeup subtly accentuated the eyes without overshadowing the wearer's natural features. The popular sun-kissed look evoked a notion of emancipation, like blissful sunlight, embodying endless joy and autonomy. In this pivotal era, skincare rose to the forefront, creating a market for products that highlighted rather than hid a woman's natural beauty. This minimalist cosmetic trend, favoring enhancement over concealment, mirrored the period's shift towards authenticity and freedom. The 1970s beauty ethos represented a powerful statement of self-acceptance and independence, shaping future beauty conversations. Today's beauty scene, enriched by technological advances, embraces a wide spectrum of styles, from minimalist to bold artistry. Highlighting this evolution, the rise of plastic surgery and innovative makeup trends, such as contouring and bold color palettes, reflect the modern penchant for customization and personal expression. Yet the 1970s spirit of celebrating natural beauty remains influential, with current trends also valuing skin-first beauty and minimalism. This blend of old and new underscores a continued commitment to individuality and self-acceptance in the ever-expanding beauty landscape. The 1970s stood out as a time when fashion accessories were not just additions but bold proclamations of self and stance amidst sweeping societal changes. At that time, putting on a mood ring felt as if one were grasping a slice of the future, made by entities like Joshua Reynolds, captivating users with its magical color changes, offering peeks into emotional well-being. Choker necklaces in velvet or leather embraced the neck, marrying elegance with a defiance of conventional styles. Wide belts cinched at the waist, shaping Gunna Sachs dresses and peasant blouses, melding practicality with fashion to accentuate the silhouette. Oversized sunglasses, popularized by icons like Gloria Vanderbilt, served as both protection and style statements, essential to the fashion savvy. Hoop earrings, whether gold or silver, were a favorite among those grooving to disco or rock, embodying the era's energetic spirit and musical passion. As we pivot to the present, the landscape of accessories has evolved dramatically, yet the essence of personal expression remains unchanged. Today, piercings have emerged as a canvas for creativity, with ears, noses, and more adorned in a display of individuality. The once novel mood rings and oversized sunglasses have given way to smartwatches and fitness trackers, blending style with technology, mirroring our journey into a world where fashion meets functionality and personal style narrates the story of who we are. In the 1970s, the streets were a runway, and the footwear, a bold declaration of style and personality. Imagine the sound of platform shoes clacking on the pavement, a rhythmic beat that defined a generation's stride toward freedom and expression. Took fashion a step closer to nature with their unique negative heel, aligning with the decade's burgeoning environmental awareness, while wedges offered women height without the sacrifice of comfort. And let's not forget the Hush Puppies, the epitome of casual chic, blending comfort with style in a way that whispered, "I'm effortlessly cool." These shoes were rebellion in every step, challenging norms with their vibrant colors and bold designs. Paired with psychedelic prints and bell-bottom jeans, they transformed sidewalks into discotheques. In an era that dreamed boldly, footwear was at the forefront, capturing the essence of boundary-breaking spirit and paving the way for future fashion innovators. Current footwear trends highlight comfort, sustainability, and a nod to retro styles. The demand for eco-conscious materials is on the rise, with sneakers leading the charge, combining 90s-inspired chunky designs with modern minimalism. Smart technology is weaving its way into footwear, offering customization and enhanced functionality. Athleisure and casual styles are becoming staples, emphasizing versatility and practicality for on-the-go lifestyles. This blend of old-school vibes with forward-thinking features showcases a significant shift towards more thoughtful, lifestyle-aligned shoe choices in the U.S. market. Tattoos and body art in the 1970s painted a vastly different picture from what we see today. They were the mark of the bold and the rebellious, hidden under the fabric of society, adorning the skin of bikers, sailors, and counterculture warriors. This era, rich with societal transformation, saw tattoos as symbols of defiance, quiet protests against a conservative norm. The designs were simple, yet deeply symbolic. Tiny, discreet emblems like hearts, anchors, and names in elegant cursive script, each carrying a story or a personal significance. These tattoos were the secret badges for those living on the fringes, a silent language of loyalty, love, and resistance. Opting for a tattoo was a significant choice. a declaration of individuality and belonging to an underground culture of resilience. Sparse in color and complexity, the ink of the 1970s bore narratives of depth and defiance, echoing the spirited ethos of the time in every line and curve. Nowadays, tattoos have shifted from being a marginalized art form to a mainstream expression, a significant change from the 1970s when they were often hidden and viewed with suspicion. With technological advances, tattoo art now features a wide array of detailed designs and vivid colors. Tattoos tell personal stories of love, loss, and significant life events, reflecting a societal move towards more inclusivity and acceptance. This shift highlights a broader embrace of individual expression, showing that tattoos, much like fashion, are an external reflection of personal growth and experiences. In the lively 1970s, the seeds of contemporary fitness culture were sown. This decade transformed jogging, with its iconic tube socks and short shorts, from casual pastime to a health-conscious activity. Aerobics, bursting onto the scene with leotards and disco tunes, turned exercise into a pleasurable daily routine, while sports like tennis and golf knitted communities together around wellness and an active lifestyle. Back then, the ideal body image was lean yet robust, shaped by an active, sports-enriched life, a far cry from the intense gym regimes and social media-driven body ideals of today. The 70s celebrated a holistic and enjoyable approach to health, prioritizing overall well-being and vitality over the pursuit of a meticulously sculpted physique, presenting a simpler, more achievable vision of health and beauty. Today's fitness landscape showcases a broad array of activities, from yoga and Pilates to CrossFit and marathon running, emphasizing holistic health that blends physical, mental, and emotional well-being. The shift towards acknowledging wellness's multifaceted nature is significant. The body positivity movement has reshaped perceptions, advocating for the acceptance of all body shapes and sizes. However, this inclusive stance is often challenged by the insecurities fueled by social media's depiction of idealized fitness bodies. This contrast highlights a societal move towards inclusivity and diversity, but also underscores the difficulty of balancing these values against the backdrop of online portrayals of perfection. The 1970s were a turning point in American family dynamics, driven by profound societal changes and the women's liberation movement. As women entered the workforce in greater numbers and pushed for gender equality, traditional norms around early marriage and motherhood were questioned, reflecting a broader cultural shift. This era saw the rise of women advocating for their rights and choices, leading to changes in family planning and a delayed age of first-time marriages. The emphasis on personal and financial growth before family commitments marked a departure from the past. This period set the stage for the diverse family structures we recognize today. The 1970s legacy is a redefined concept of family, highlighting progress toward inclusivity and the recognition of varied family forms, underpinning the significant evolution from traditional roles to today's broad spectrum of family dynamics. Transitioning from the 1970s to the present day, the evolution in family dynamics is stark. Where once the expectation was for early marriage and starting a family, today's landscape offers a broader spectrum of life choices. Modern trends show a delay in marriage and parenthood as individuals prioritize personal growth and careers. The distribution of household duties is now more equitable, reflecting a move away from traditional gender roles. This evolution highlights a societal transition from fixed expectations to a broader acceptance of varied life paths, illustrating significant changes in how family life is approached and valued in contemporary society. Our wrap-up topic centers on the symbiotic relationship between women's leisure pursuits, music preferences, and the era's cultural changes. Roller disco emerged as a beloved pastime, combining the thrill of skating with the pulsating beats of disco music under the shimmering disco balls, encapsulating the decade's ethos of freedom and fun. Sewing, another popular hobby, was a craft handed down from generation to generation, symbolizing not just creativity, but a profound sense of independence and self-reliance. The music scene of the 70s provided a rich tapestry of sounds, from the infectious grooves of disco with icons like ABBA and the Bee Gees to the raw energy of rock and punk. Female artists such as Stevie Nicks and Joni Mitchell carved out significant spaces in the music industry, their songs becoming anthems of empowerment and reflection for women nationwide. The digital era has revolutionized women's hobbies and music tastes, with streaming services bringing a vast music selection right to our fingertips, and hobbies like digital photography and blogging gaining prominence. Yet the heart of personal expression and community remains strong. The resurgence of vinyl, the popularity of crafts, and modern fitness trends like Zumba highlight a beautiful fusion of past and present, emphasizing the unchanging joy found in music and hobbies. This blend underscores the evolving expressions of freedom and identity in today's leisure activities. Do the comparisons between 70s and modern women resonate with you? If so, like this video, click subscribe, and stay tuned for more nostalgia trips.